If you're watching this video, chances are you're either preparing for FMG or maybe you have completed your MBBS course and you're stuck with the question that I haven't started my preparation yet, and is it really possible if I start now? Actually, I passed FMG on Jan 2026. I never thought I would make a video about it. But recently, two of my juniors asked me about my FMG journey, how did I prepare for FMG, what platform did I use, and several questions regarding it. And I thought, why not make a video about it? First of all, I would like to clarify that this video is not sponsored and it's not about any secret tricks or 100% guaranteed. I'm simply gonna tell you what I did, what worked for me, what didn't, and what mistakes did I do, and things I wished someone had told me before I started. Just because this worked for me doesn't mean this is the only way to pass FMG. No, because everyone learns differently. But if any points from this video helps your learning smoother, I'll be really happy. So let's get into this video. I had Marrow subscription from the end of 5th year. Honestly, I couldn't complete subjects before coming back to India, but I used it for preparation for my university classes. It was not the kind of exact FMG preparation, but yes, sincerely, I did study from Marrow. Before coming back to India, I was confused whether to purchase a platform which is exactly FMG oriented or maybe stick to Marrow. I knew that I need a guidance. So I thought, okay, I'll take a platform. So that's how I took Cerebellum platform. My Cerebellum class started from 4th August. Looking back, I think that was the best decision I made because I knew myself. I was not that good at making my own timetable and sticking to it. What I did was I blindly trusted this platform. I attended their classes, I attended their GTs, I attended their MCQs, and I was not changing my resource. Some people used to tell me that this topic is taught well by this teacher and several topics are taught well by another teacher, but I thought I would never switch the resources because that avoided so much confusions. So I thought I'll stick to one platform and I'll be consistent. You might have the question why I didn't stick to Marrow. There is just one reason. I've mentioned it earlier, because I was very bad at making my timetables. Marrow had this recorded videos, so I had to make timetable to watch these videos. I was very bad at it. I felt I'd perform better if someone gives me the schedule. So I chose Cerebellum, but you have so many platforms, you can choose accordingly. And what I did was I blindly followed the timetable. I attended the live classes, but some days, yes, some days I was not able to sit that long. So what I did was I will start watching the live classes. I'll end it when I'm really exhausted and I'll watch it the next day. Next day, the recorded version will be uploaded in the app. So I'll watch it. So that's what I did when I felt really exhausted. My biggest strength was in intelligence, and people often ask me how many hours did I study. Sincerely speaking, I didn't study 12 to 15 hours every day. No. But what I did was I studied every day, maybe for 5 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, because each day was different. Some days I never felt studying, but still I studied. I was consistent, and I feel consistency is more powerful than this occasional 15-hour study sessions. You have to understand that you don't need a perfect week. You just need ordinary days where you just show up. Show up every day. So actually, I couldn't complete every lectures according to the timetable. Sincerely, there were days when I really felt exhausted, days when I was really tired, days when I couldn't concentrate. I used to panic whenever I missed my schedule or missed a class or something like that. And later on, I realized it's better to go with the schedule, and I covered the topics I missed on the latest free days. And don't think you're gonna remember everything in the first read. No, you won't remember it. You need revision in order to remember. Even after many revisions, you will forget, and that is normal. That is what I did was, before classes, we used to get a PDF. Several notes will be already completed, but several notes we had to fill it while watching the live classes. So I used those PDF and I would mark whatever the teacher was telling me. I never made another beautiful handwritten notes. No. While you're studying, you will understand better if it's your handwritten note. But I'm not telling you to write every point. No. If you get a PDF about the class, just fill it while watching the videos. So that will save your time, your energy, everything. But if making notes by yourself helps you, that's really great. But if it doesn't, just don't force yourself just because everyone is doing it. Mostly I used Marrow for giving grand test. Also I did Cerebellum's grand test, but I didn't do every grand tests. Now here is something very important. Please don't judge yourself by the GT scores. I know it's very difficult, we all have done it, but trust me, your GT scores are not your final FMG score. I was just like everyone. Whenever I got low marks in GT, I thought that, yeah, I'm not gonna pass this time. I myself understood that that thought is actually making my preparation worse. So from that moment, I started seeing GTs as a source for studying, and I was not interested in marks. I was seeing my mistakes. I was looking for the buzzwords, and I was reviewing every GTs, and I read all the explanation for each questions. There I got an idea about the repeated questions, repeated concepts, or the repeated topics too. Something that I have to tell you is, please don't discuss your scores. Don't discuss your scores with your friends. Don't discuss the syllabus you have covered with your friends. The moment you start comparing, one of two things happens. Either you become overconfident or you become underconfident. Both of these situations are worse. So it's always better not to compare, not to discuss your GT scores with anyone. I used to practice so many questions. I used Cerebellum, I used Marrow for question practices. Even there are several Telegram groups where you can get so many MCQs. So I practiced many MCQs. I did previous year FMG questions, NEET PG questions, and few INI-CT questions too. These questions made me understand how the examiner thinks and what are the buzzwords in these questions. And also I got to know several important topics that have been repeated in FMG, NEET PG, and INI. So during the final week of my exam, I redid the previous year FMG questions, and that really helped me. That helped me to recognize the repeated questions and concepts. I didn't skip Cerebellum's marathon revision. I knew there was no way I could independently complete or revise these 19 subjects in those final few days. So I felt that the best way would be to go with the revision classes. I blindly trusted the process. I think the revision classes were from 10 a.m. till evening, or it might go till night. So I had to sit the whole day, but I knew that is more effective than me myself reading and revising, because I was damn sure that I won't be able to complete those 19 subjects. I might be able to complete few, but the rest will be remaining. I personally felt completing 19 subjects was important than studying 3-4 subjects very well. When it comes to me, I wanted to complete 19 subjects. I might not be good at all 19. So I felt instead of making those unrealistic plan and feeling guilty, I trusted the structured revision. Social media makes us feel that we have to do everything. Here is what I didn't do. I didn't study every day for 15, 16 hours, but I studied every day. I didn't complete every grand test that was given everywhere. I didn't buy every FMG MCQ books or NEET PG MCQ books. I didn't use every resources that people recommended, but yet I passed. So, from my experience, I would like to tell you that stick to one platform or resource, trust it, learn. I wasn't confident throughout my journey. There were times I was very doubtful about my preparation. There were times when I felt that I'm not going to pass this exam. There were days where I questioned myself. And there were moments when I wondered whether I'm doing enough. But still, I didn't change my strategy. And I want to tell you that consistency matters more than emotional decision. As you know, June 2026 exam was really, really tough. Newly, the video questions were there, and the pass rate was really, really low. If I had to do it again, the strategy that I would follow will be choosing a platform and sticking to it. I'll attend every class, I'll attend every revision class, I'll do every MCQs, I'll do as much as MCQ possible, I'll give grand test and I'll review it. I won't switch platforms, I won't switch my resources according to people's recommendations. I won't compare my GT scores or any MCQ scores with others. The most important part is revision. Whatever you study, if you don't revise it, there is no use, because the first read is not gonna make you remember it. You have to revise it. You have to revise whenever it's possible. So revision is the key. You have to revise the concepts, you have to revise the questions, you have to revise. Remember, FMG isn't knowing every single facts in medicine. It's about consistently improving over months. Before ending this video, I want you guys to live with one final thought. Trust yourself, trust your preparation. Please don't let one GT decide your confidence. Please don't let someone else's progress decide your self worth. Just keep showing up every single day. And to people who couldn't pass in your previous attempts, please don't give up. I truly hope every FMG aspirants watching this video pass this exam and become an amazing doctor. If you want any kind of help from my side, I'll be happy to help you out. And if you have any kind of questions, you can write it down in the comment section or you can text me on Instagram. Also, if you want any other kind of video, please let me know. I wish you all the very best. Happy learning. Bye.